In a competitive world, average won't cut it. The Success Launch Point shows you how to stand out, deliver massive value, and rise above the crowd. With on-demand courses, expert coaching, and a community focused on growth, you'll accelerate your career and your paycheck. It's time to level up. Check out modernobserver.com/launchpoint.
Trump signs deals in Asia. Unions call upon Democrats to end the shutdown. Mortgage rates hit 3-year low, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Donald Trump received a royal welcome on Monday in Japan, the latest leg of a 5-day Asia trip, which he hopes to cap with an agreement on a trade war truce with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Trump, making his longest journey abroad since taking office in January, announced a flurry of deals on trade and critical minerals with 4 Southeast Asian nations. President Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takachi on Tuesday signed a framework agreement for securing the supply of critical minerals and rare earths through mining and processing, the White House said. Within 6 months, Washington and Tokyo plan to identify and fund new mining and processing projects for key materials like magnets and batteries. The agreement also creates a joint rapid response group to spot and supply vulnerabilities and coordinate emergency deliveries of critical materials. The largest union of federal employees is urging Congress to end the government shutdown, now entering its 4th week, sending a sharp message aimed at Senate Democrats. The American Federation of Government Employees, President Everett Kelly, demanded the passage of a clean continuing resolution to get federal workers back on the job, many of whom are currently without pay. Kelly called the standoff a national disgrace and said federal workers aren't looking for partisan spin, they're looking for the wages they earned. AFGE has over 82,000 federal and D.C. government workers across nearly every agency, and the shutdown, which began October 1st, has left hundreds of thousands furloughed and others working without pay. Hurricane Melissa has intensified into a Category 5 storm and is expected to make landfall in Jamaica early Tuesday, bringing what officials warned could be Earth's strongest storm of the year. The storm is forecast to deliver up to 40 inches of rain, hurricane-force winds over 160 miles per hour, and a storm surge up to 13 feet along Jamaica's southern coast. Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holmes has issued evacuation orders while the U.S. Embassy advised Americans to shelter in place as all major airports have closed. Cruise lines, including Carnival and Disney, have rerouted ships to avoid the storm's path. Melissa will move towards Cuba Tuesday night and the Bahamas by midweek. Amazon plans mass corporate layoffs. The e-commerce giant will cut up to 30,000 corporate jobs across departments, Reuters reported yesterday. That would make the terminations, set to start today, the largest corporate layoff in the company's history, according to CNBC, triumphing the 27,000 it let go in 2022. Amazon employs 1.5+ million people overall, but only about 350,000 on the corporate side. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy has been looking to cut costs and simplify the company's corporate organization, and he also predicted that AI would likely lead to a reduction in its corporate headcount. Mortgage rates have fallen to their lowest level in more than a year ahead of this week's Federal Reserve rate decision. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage slipped to 6.19% last week, according to Freddie Mac, down from 6.27% a week earlier and near levels last seen in early October 2024. The latest weekly average is the best rate for borrowers in 3 years outside brief dips in fall 2024 and early 2023. At the start of 2025, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage surpassed 7%, while today it hovers nearly a full percentage point lower, Sam Cotter, Freddie Mac's chief economist, said in a statement. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Exvadio podcast network at exvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.